Good morning, everyone. It's an absolutely stunning summer day here in the West Coast. We've finally got the right temperatures to get our corn in the ground. So today is going to be a very, very long day. We basically found out that the couple of those fields up on the other side of the hill were actually under contract to SimStation for silage for the cows. So if he's going to be contracting out for that stuff, and then I'm going to get the contract to do it, seems like we should probably cut out the middleman a little bit. So, whoops, hang on a second here, just a small lag issue. Alright, and we're off again. So Alan and I got ourselves some seeders. We got some seeders on demo, actually. They're a little bit fancier than we would usually get. But, seeing as how we got some big fields to do, we're going to use our own tractors to do it. We're going to rent some seeders and get some demo, some cheap rentals because they're demos, and get that done. So we got all the tractors all staged up here. Alan's on his way up here with the seed. So I will, first things first, while I'm up here, take care of the cows. While I'm waiting for him. Yeah, they just need a little bit of care in here, so let's see here. We'll just use the little tiny Massey for that. We don't need to bring out the big guns, although she's already got her bucket on her. You know what? We'll use Heidi. Let's get in there. Okay. Alright, and up we go. Alright. Get down. Just need to clean out some of this stuff here. Still haven't really figured out what's up with this feeding trough and not being able to feed grass into it. But really, it doesn't bother me much, so we're going to be fine with that. Back that up a little bit. Getting a wee bit of lagginess on the server tonight. Just the usual stuff. No point in being too concerned about it. That's what happens. There we go. Clean that up. There we go. Alright. Now, do they take food? Are they going to take grass today? Let's see. Yeah, they took it. Good. Alright. One less thing to run around for. Just going to take that out of there. Come on. And that's good. Come on. Alright. Nice, and then a little bit more here. Nice little tractor. I like this little thing. Oops. Come on. Maybe I need a slightly larger bucket for this machine, though. It'll be fine. Let's get here. And good. Back her up again, just get the last of it, feed it back to them. Kind of feel like maybe they need one more bale of silage in there too to look after them for a day or two. We're not gonna get a chance to get up here for a little while, so maybe we'll get them a bale of silage too while we're at it. And yep. Still need to get rid of those front fork handlers. Let's just put the bucket over here. There we go. Drop that right there. Beautiful. There we go. Grab that. Now there's a couple of silage bales just around the corner right here, I thought. So let me just see if I can get rid of those first. They're sort of out of place. And now we've got tons of silage. The boys and I were baling the silage up at our farm the last couple of days. So I'll just have to transport that stuff down here at some point. Can I reach this silage bale? Other tractor's kind of in the way. Okay, forget about it. We're just gonna get that next time. Don't feel like moving an extra machine just to get to a silage bale, and we got lots of silage bales around here. Oh, there he comes. There's Mr. Allen. Now, 1 second. All right, come on, up you go. There you go. That's 1 bale should do me today. Whoops, flip the bucket over. Let's get that over here. That is 1 heavy bale for this machine. And scoot that into here. Done. Beautiful. There's the man himself. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, Alan. Just gonna park this up. I'll be right with you. Okay, beautiful. That should hold them for a day or two. Hey there, Alan. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, Mark. How you doing?
Excellent. You went and picked up the seed this morning?
I got it last night because they were closed at this time of morning.
Perfect.
Hours and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I did stop and get a coffee on the way. So.
Oh man, did you bring me one?
Of course I brought you one.
Thank you so much.
Thermos is in the front seat.
Excellent. All right, so we got our seeders here all hooked up. Alan's got a really beautiful coon from the DLC. Fantastic looking seeder. And I'm trying this thing out. It's a nice little Lemkin. It's got the ends, the back end of it is interchangeable. So I kind of figured if I'm going to get a big seeder, I'd like to make it that it can do everything. And this way, I don't need to buy the front end of the seeder again. All I got to do is replace these things on the back. They come as the wheat or the like they have this is the corn drills, and then there's also one for grass and radish. So who knows? Might get all 3 sets. Anyway, their demo. All right, so we're all staged up here, so we're ready to rock and roll. When we come back, we'll be off and seeding. All right, we're ready to go. Beautifully done. So we're going to let Alan go first. Alan, you go ahead and find the halfway point of the field and get her all set up. We'll split this thing in half, and his seeder is slightly narrower than my seeder, but yeah, it's quite doable. So yeah, so I got to put the lid back on too. Turn that off. So we're going to do that from the inside, and the lid's on. Beautiful. All right, another add-on that we've done on this this little mission of ours is we've finally added the Seeder Pro in the game, so we're gonna get to play with that today. All right, up. Oh, come on, don't hit the trailer. Okay. So the reason why I'm carrying my bucket with me today is because this seeder is a little bit heavy. I don't actually have anything in the bucket, but it does help me being able to balance it a little bit. So Alan's going to try to find the halfway point of the field. We're just going to eyeball this. We don't have a whole lot of technology in these old tractors in terms of GPS and stuff like that, so we're just going to do it manually. Proceed comes with a panel, but if you want to just do it by sound, you can do it by sound too. So I just installed a beeper, and that'll be enough. That should be just fine. All right. Line myself up here. Beautifully done. Nice. All right, put out my marker. On. Maybe go in a little bit more, straighten myself out. A little bit heavy on the front still, but that'll be fine. And I'm going to start myself on this side of the field. Down she goes, and off we go. Beautifully done.
That look fairly even, Mark?
That looks pretty good, actually, yeah. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be exact because we are, we're doing it by hand. So if we find that you're getting ahead or I'm getting ahead or whatever it is, then that'll be fine. Getting a little bit of a lag spike here. A little bit more of one. There we go. Hard to believe we're still loading in map parts, but go all the way up to this tree. Lift her up. Second, what happened there? Okay. Back her up into this thing here. Put her right to the edge of the field. So one of the things that I do for corn is I don't do headlands on corn because it's a row crop and you wouldn't want to have the headlands to deal with. Let's see, open that up. So if we keep these things relatively straight in terms of rows, when it comes time to combining it or chopping it, we'll have nice straight rows and we won't have to deal with the edge crop that may grow up between rows that will just end up throwing our whole system off. How are you liking that cedar?
Yeah, it's a great cedar.
It's nice, eh? There we go. And that one's up. So, few things, we've got our fields here fully fertilized, so we don't need any tram tracks or anything like that. So pretty much the really great thing about ProSeed is it tells you when your seeder is on, it tells you when your seeder is lifted, and then it does the ridge markers automatically, so you could just use the ridge markers to keep yourself in line.
Plus it allows you to shut your fertilizer off like I've done.
Yeah, that's it too, yeah.
It also gives you a hectare count of how much you've actually planted.
Oh, that's
and
right.
How much you're going to do an hour at the current rate.
Really? Just how much seed you're going to consume or how many hectares you're going to
how many hectares you're going to get planted in an hour at the current rate.
Really, eh? That's pretty awesome. I noticed also you have the ability using your number 9 button to turn off half your seed or something.
Yeah.
So you're not wasting seed if you're doing a small strip at the very end. I just like it for the ridge markers alone. I mean, that alone is worth it.
It makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
This is one of the first times I've ever actually used ridge markers, so it's
yeah,
making things easy for me actually.
Yeah, that's it. I like using the ridge markers because I'm not. I've sort of steered myself away from GPS nowadays, just because, again, you know, just the question of doing the work and not just putting it on automatic and walking away. But
yeah, if you're going to use GPS, you might as well use hired worker at the same time.
Well, that's it. Yeah. GPS is really nice when it comes to combines and stuff like that, and I may install it in my combine. But even then, I mean, when you're doing corn and stuff like that, you just follow the rows, right? GPS is handy if you're doing canola or wheat and stuff like that, just to keep yourself, keep all your, what do you call it, your windrows straight for the baler.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, I feel like because what we're growing up here is barley, and we are going to have a couple of canola field, well, no, sorry, a couple of wheat fields to do manually, and then we're going to bring in the big equipment to do the canola field. So the big equipment will have GPS, and if you're running with 3 other combines, then that'll be fine. But for the smaller stuff, we're going to be fine with this.
Yeah, you really don't need it.
No. I do like the combine.
If you're doing half a valley, yes. If you're doing 5 fields, not so much.
That's it. I also find that with the combine add-on, you get the same sort of beeping sounds as you do with this to tell you when you're almost full or totally full or all that stuff. So that just helps with no HUD play and the in-game play. I find that that's just awesome. Plus, on my combine, I have a nice big window into my hopper, so I can sort of tell when it's filling up. But I think we're going to bring in, from what I can tell, we're going to bring in big-time contractors to do the canola harvest. And then when it comes to the wheat, I think we're just going to do the wheat ourselves.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's no point in spending money on labor when... we're gonna have to bale it and all sorts of stuff anyway. So, and we've only got the fields around your farm to do, right? So,
yeah, there's not that much.
Yeah, I feel like those fields would be overkill to start bringing in a big operation with the trucks and the big headers and stuff like that. We'd just end up getting messed up more than anything else. Plus, it gives us more time to harvest.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
Don't want to waste your harvest time trying to be in a hurry.
You're going to spend every minute in the fields that you can.
Exactly. Well, you know what? This seeder is making pretty short work of this job, actually.
Yeah, it's not doing too bad either on my end.
No, eh?
Getting nice straight rows anyways.
Yeah, it's nice straight rows, and we can maintain a pretty good speed too, so we're not losing a whole lot on speed. They're not super heavy machines, so...
No, it's pretty good. I had to balance mine out more for driving on the highway than in the fields.
Yeah, that's it. Once it's in the ground, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and got the bucket on mine just because when I did my turns, especially if I'm on a slope, it had a tendency to pop a wheelie on the turns.
Yeah.
So the bucket is completely empty, and I'm with the 1,000-pound weight on the front and the bucket and the arms, I find I'm pretty well balanced now.
I had 800 kilograms on the front of mine.
Oh,
I had to bring it up to 1,000 for the highways, so.
Yeah.
But that's the maximum on this weight I've got, and it seems fine.
Yeah. Beautiful. Looking good over there. There's a real joy to doing this work when in a multiplayer environment.
Oh, it is. It's much more fun playing multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, just like the map just seems that much more alive for the fact that I can look over my shoulder and see you doing your thing, and I don't know. I think I'm absolutely ruined by multiplayer now.
You know, I played Farm Sim since 09, and to be honest, I never played much multiplayer.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to playing just regular player now.
No, there's just something utterly fun about having to coordinate things, and you know, and the way we're playing this map too, because we have so much to do that we can do separately.
Yeah.
It's not like you're forced to come on or anything like that. It's just whenever you have time, you come in and you can do it. And if you don't have time, the job gets done anyway. Somebody will pick it up for you. And like even the sheep, right? If I fast forward more than a day, I'll go up there and I'll go take care of the sheep, go take care of the cows, make sure everything's okay.
Well, you know, I had to go play with the models for a little while.
I know. You're the jet-setting sheep farmer. This is what happens when a farmer makes too much money on a cattle operation.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we can slack off. So for this is going to be chaff corn for us, Alan, for the cows.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have a conversation about how we want to do that. Part of me kind of wants to save a little bit of money and just use a side chopper and just chop it with the tractors. I know the contractors are going to bring in a big machine to do the fields next door for the BGA.
Yeah.
But we'll have to come up with a more reasonable way of doing this field. And the field next door, too. I went over to Sandy Bay a couple of weeks ago and I saw some beautiful old Russian choppers. Some old Russian mashes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't get them. I didn't have the money for it, and I was buying all the equipment for the cows anyway. But ever since then, I've been surfing the internet, and I may have found something else.
Okay.
But we'll see if we can afford that. I don't want to spend any more money on the cow equipment than we have to, because right now we're getting away with the fact that we can just use our own machines to do a lot of the work.
Yeah.
From our other farms. So the feed mixer and the small tractor to clean them up is tons for now.
Yeah, that's the good thing. We've got our own machines. We might as well use them.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain because I find I have to drive across the entire map with my tractor to go and do a job, but even then it's not that bad.
It's not a bad map to drive across.
No.
There's always something new to see.
Yeah. And now we got ponies.
Well, yeah.
I know
they can't do a whole lot of work for us.
No, but I find the ponies are pretty awesome because I can. There's all sorts of shortcuts you can take with a pony that you can't take with a car or a tractor.
Oh, that's for sure.
So when it comes time to just, early in the morning when I need to come and look after the cows, and I can just jump on a pony and come out and do the job, it's pretty nice. It's a nice little leisure activity. We'll see how much time we have when we're in harvest season, but for now, it's. I find it's quicker to cross the map with the horse than it is to cross the map with the Landy.
Oh yeah, it would be.
So many beautiful trails and stuff that you can take advantage of, and shortcuts through the woods. This is very nice. Seeding in the early morning. Who wouldn't love that, eh?
Yeah. No better time, really.
Nope.
It's still cool. The ground's still moist.
Yeah.
Not as much dust.
I feel like by the time we get to those other fields, though, the sun's going to come up pretty high today. And temperature's supposed to be about 24 today, which is pretty hot for Wales. Or the West Coast.
Yeah.
How are you making out down there? Are you almost done your end?
I probably got about 8 more passes here, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, then you did pretty good job splitting them up, because I feel like I've got about the same on this end.
I think I might run out of seed before I run out of the field, though.
Oh, really? I don't know what I'm doing.
I gotta...
Did she give you a warning yet?
About 200 liters left. But...
Okay. Another great thing about Pro Seed is that it screams at you when you run out of seed. Gives you the old, get back to the seed, you freak. Saves a lot of going back and forth on the field with an empty seeder.
Yeah, yeah. That gets annoying really, really quickly.
You find? Yeah.
Yeah, I find. Especially when you've done half to 3/4 of the field with it empty.
Yeah. Well, with this seeder, I don't think it would be like that bad, because I think the because it doesn't cultivate also.
Yeah,
I think that it would. Yeah, you'd notice that as soon as you turn the seeder around, you'd notice that that ain't right. Although I find most of the time in Farm Sim, if I'm not yammering on aimlessly, the change of sound of the engine is enough to tell me that I'm out of seed. Because the blowers kind of turn off on the seeders.
Yeah.
I am really liking this beeping, by the way. I know it's probably annoying to people at home, the constant beeping,
sure it is.
But it's when you're actually working with the machine and you're sort of that confidence you have that you have lifted your seeder and that it's kind of nice to get that information as an audio.
Yeah,
signal.
without having to go look for it, you know.
No, that's it. Like
if you want to look for it, the HUD will show you if you have it up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It'll show you which ridge marker's down. It shows you whether you're using the whole seeder or not.
Yeah.
If you were using tram lines, it would tell you how many rows to go before your next tram.
Yeah.
It's an excellent little add-on program.
I wonder if the HUD for that would work even with the HUD hider on. Hang on a second. If I turn it on, no, it doesn't work with the HUD hider on. Okay. Whoop, upfield. Alright, I think I'm done with my ridge marker for now. That's the other thing too, is you can actually program buttons on your joystick to just turn one side off on your ridge markers. So you can choose, instead of having to go 0, 0, 0, like, or Z, Z,
Yeah.
Z, 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 you basically just turn them on and off and you get the right one every time. Find that really handy. Alright, almost done. Last pass. Just gotta do the little tippy top at the very top. So let me see if I can see if I can do a half of one here. Alright, hang on a second, guys. Just going to turn the HUD back on for a moment. Turn the Cedar Pro HUD on. Hit the 9 button. And then I can just turn off that side of my Cedar and just see this half of the field. Just for a thin piece like that. I find that pretty handy. It's kind of like the sprayer add-on for seeding, right? So then I can turn it all back on, and I'm good. Beautiful. Fold her up. This is a beautiful cedar. I don't know about the color of it, though.
Yeah, it does have that Ford blue color, so...
Yeah, well, the Ford blue is one thing. It's that really kind of pukey, snot green that's my problem. I don't know, like, it's not even a proper green for it to match up with the class or anything like that. It's just kind of pukey. Kind of a pukey yellow.
Yeah, it's not the greatest color cedar, but...
No.
If it's doing the job, I guess it doesn't really matter about color. Once it gets dirty, you won't see it anyways.
That's my thing. It's just, it's doing the job brilliantly. There we can watch Alan work for a moment here.
You might need to fix there where I had a steering issue.
Oh, don't worry about that, man. We
the
got
other side of the map.
Yeah, we got tons of corn coming to us, so we're gonna do the imperfect aesthetic on this one. That sort of handmade look.
There's a little ridge there, and when I hit it, the front end floated, and I just kind of slid downhill.
Got a little floaty?
Yeah. Not too bad. I only lost a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So how many hectares did you end up planting up there?
I didn't even check, really.
I didn't have to have your proceed on there to...
Yeah. Let me just gonna refill mine here for a second. Just lower it down. Put the handbrake on. Oh, right. We wanted to check the acres. So it says we did I did 1.9293.
Okay.
Which means that I can do 3.8.
I got 1.5.
Oh, have you? Are you that much more narrower than mine?
I wouldn't think, but I might be a bit slower.
Oh. Huh. I still got 37 liters of seed in here, so...
Yeah, I'm down to 45, so...
All right. Well, thank goodness they're not very big, so we can easily fill them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really liking the cedar. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to become a regular on the farm. I kind of feel like. Hang on a second. Do I just put it up here? Oops.
No, I just got the warning.
You did for the for your seed.
Yeah, the first beep there.
Ah, okay. All right, let's see here. Should be able to fill it with this. I think I'm in one of those situations again where I need to hit the R button to fill my cedar.
I think you just have to sit them on top of the tank.
Think so?
Yeah. So they won't fill if you're holding on to them. You actually have to release them.
It's not what I'm getting. Yeah, I have to load them with R.
Nah.
I think yours has a better trigger though.
Yeah, I just have to hold mine over it or drop mine over it.
That's all right. It's only a couple of 100 liters, so yeah. Let's see if we can do it from there. Nope, maybe not. I ran into the same issue with the Stara seeders from the Platinum DLC. Except this one has got an even tighter box apparently. Let's see if maybe I put them back here. Yeah. Come on.
Oops.
Very strange. Are you full?
No, not yet.
Okay, hold it above the thingy there. Yeah, there you go. So that's how I got to do it. There you go. We'll just finish loading yours first. I think you're full now. No, not yet. Where's the trigger on this one?
I would say I'm full. Yeah, I'm full.
Okay. So let's just put these over on mine and we'll fill that one up too. Oh, I think I'm full too. Nope, not yet. One more. Oops. Flying seed bags.
It's kind of like flying monkeys.
Kind of flying monkeys, yeah. It's amazing though. Sometimes when you work with these small bags, with the physics being what they are in the game, I think that's all she'll take. Nope, she still takes more. Over another one. There we go. Should take at least 2 more. Go. So are you letting go of the bag when you put it over top?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I can if you want.
No. That's it. I just wanted to just see, just to test. Okay.
Yeah, you full?
Actually, let's just give it one more.
There, let go of that one.
There you go. Okay, now I'm definitely full. Perfect. I guess we'll just leave the truck in here because that'll give us our next load. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. These this lower unit over here, where the actual drills are, that you can buy different ones of those. So you'll see the seeder again when it comes time for me to put radish in the ground, viewers, because I'll get the grass one too, and then we'll get the one for winter wheat, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. All right, you're still working on this field?
Yeah, I just got a bit to finish there. 4 or 5 passes maybe at the most.
Perfect. We'll lift it up. There we go. All right, so I'll start at the bottom and meet you in the middle, and then we'll go on to our next field. But for all the viewers at home, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys on the next episode. We may be seeding for the next episode. It may end up being a live stream, who knows? But we've got a lot of corn to put into the ground, so it'll be a while. See you soon. Thank you very much, Alan.
Yeah, no problem, Mark. My pleasure.